All right, today did not start off good. I was supposed to go to the dentist this morning and have a crown put in. So I decided that right before I go to the dentist, which I'm nervous about getting shots, so my brain wasn't really thinking about trading, but I thought, oh, I just want to get one trade in at least. So I sat down and I traded ASTS. Now it didn't start off so well, and I'll show you that on the charts. But right when I ended up going up $120 on ASTS, which I'm surprised because I can't even remember trading it. I was so nervous to go to the dentist. But right when I got done trading ASTS, because I had to get going, I got a text from the dentist saying their equipment was down and they couldn't do a crown today. And so I had to reschedule. So then I'm all excited and I thought, oh, I'm going to go ahead and trade. So I ended up stopping with ASTS and I went over to PayPal and then MU. And you know, I told you last week, if I trade more than 5 or 10 shares this week of MU, you need to put it in the comments and reprimand me. And here's what I did. I traded 25 shares and then I doubled down and traded 50 shares. Okay, that was just stupid. But I did end up making $6. I'm so embarrassed to say this. I ended up making $6.82. At least it didn't beat me up like Friday. I think if you saw that video, I just get beat up with MU. So you guys, here's what I did. I'm going to show you on the chart what I did. I ended up deciding that because MU has such a big spread, I noticed that it has a really nice pattern. I noticed this usually at the end of the day, that it has a really nice range on a 5-minute chart. So what I did is I really focused on watching the 5-minute chart on MU, but I traded on the 1-minute chart. I mean, I traded like a 5-minute trader, right? Where normally I'll eyeball the 5-minute chart, but I won't focus on it. And I tend to look for those patterns on the 1-minute chart. So today worked out way better. Once I got the hang of it, I was trying to get used to watching the 5-minute and then coming back over to the 1-minute. So I'll show you that. I think I'm going to keep trying this week, doing that 5-minute chart, but I'm going to try to keep my share size a little lower. I should not have been trading 25 to 50 shares. So those are the only 4 I traded. Ended up being $161.09, so not bad for the day, especially when I thought I had an appointment all day and didn't think I was going to trade. So let's get over to the charts and I'll show you what I did. All right. So right in here, I got in right at about $83.21. And then I scaled in for another 100 shares. This is ASTS. They had news this morning that they got a contract for $30 million with the government, or it was NASA. I can't remember what it was. I'm looking down here. It was the Space Deployment Agency. Anyways, $30 million, that's good. They've been getting a lot of contracts lately. So I just wanted to jump on this while it was hot, just take this first portion right here. So I get in, I scaled up 200 shares. I got out 100 here. And then I saw this wick right here. I also, you guys look down here, you know, I've told you before, I use these, this scalping indicator by Day Trading for Success. And I started seeing right in this area here, you see where I scaled in right here and I got out 100 of my shares. I scaled out. I saw that wick and I came down. You can see where sellers were really stepping in right here. Volume shot up, but the buyers and sellers were almost 50-50 right here. So that had me worried a bit. This candle, I was still holding 100 shares here. So I just let this one play out. It was a little bit of indecision here. And we come over here, and that was a red candle. It had come down and it was heading back up, and I saw this big wick. So I thought, no, this is good. I'm going to get in. Looking down here, I probably shouldn't have. The volume had not increased. And then right here, volume did increase. But you notice when the volume increased right here, you had sellers stepping in. So I ended up getting in. I scaled in. Oh, no, let's see. I got in here and then I fully got out right here. And then I took 200 shares right here on this candle. This goes up. We start getting buyers at the very tippy top of this. So I get back in at 200 shares. I actually scaled in. And then it goes up, a very small wick comes over, opens up over here. And I got in for another 200 shares. And I thought, no, this thing's going. This didn't really pull back like harshly. I've told you before, I like this when it just pulls back softly, gently, and then it almost sideways and then goes up. So I was pretty confident here to double down. So I took another 200 shares for a total of 400, and I wrote it up to about 83.87, which is about right here. I got out right here. I don't know why I got out there. Oh, my dentist had, I was supposed to go to the dentist. So I was a little nervous. I didn't really want to go, obviously. I wanted to hurry and get this trade in. And then right here on this candle, I got a text message from my dentist saying, "Oh, we need you to reschedule. Don't come in." And I was all excited. I got out of this trade, and because I really wasn't concentrating and I just didn't want to be in it. So I got $120.50 out of this. Now, hindsight is 2020. Look at the 15-minute chart. It kept going up to $87, and I had got out at $83, and I had 400 shares. That would have been a great day, but I was very distracted. I had to deal with the dentist. So that was done, made $120, thought that was cool. Then I heard PayPal halted. So on Benzinga Pro Squawk, I have it running, and I could hear that PayPal halted up. And I thought, what the heck? I've not heard of PayPal halting. So I decided to jump over here. And it sat here halted for quite a while. And then it jumped up, went, went up, came down, went back up. Over here, I saw it come down. And I realized it wasn't going to halt again. And this candle, there's an even amount of wick right here and here. And I thought, well, I'm going to watch this. And then this candle right here, for some reason, I decided I'm going for it. It had jumped up, and obviously it opened up down here. It jumped up and closed back down here. But it happened so fast that I got in for 200 shares right here as it went up. And I got out right as I saw it coming down. And because you can see its high was 45.69. I got at 45.26. So right as it was coming down, I jumped out. It was just $33.77. But this big wick and then another red candle right here. And I just said, I'm done. This ended up kind of chopping around, and the candles were small. So I knew it was kind of done. And then look at the volume. You can see the volume down here. The volume really died down here. So that was a stupid move. I don't know why I did that. I can't tell you. I think I was so happy that I didn't have to have a needle in my mouth at the dentist that I just jumped in. So from there, I went on to MU. Let's look at that. This was a very quick trade. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't that quick. Oh yeah, this is MU. Okay, so I told you a little bit ago, MU and I have battles, and I'm determined to figure this one out. It's like a bad relationship. I need to figure it out. So I told you guys last week, if you watch my videos, I said this week I'm going to master MU and Tesla, but I'm going to drop it down to 5 shares, 5 or 10. And I said, if I trade more than 5 or 10 shares, just read me a new asshole in the comments, because I shouldn't have. I should have been trading 5 shares. Now I made $6.82, which on MU is great, but I did a little bit here. I was down here about $19.68 over in this area. And then I came back at it. I let it do all this dumping. And then I saw this big green candle, this push, and I saw this wick on this candle right here. And then I decided to get in. I did not get in because of volume bars, as you can see. That was dumb. There was not a lot of volume here. But I get in here and I just took a few trades, and I ended up getting to $6.82. And I said, enough is enough. I'm done. So here's what I started doing today. I wanted to show you this 5-minute chart over here. Let me get my hand tool here so I can pull this up and see if I can't. I had this all set up before I started here. Okay, notice on the 5-minute chart, we're getting a really nice range here, you guys. This was a pretty big range right here, but it kind of settled in. And notice how it just kept doing this. And it's almost hitting the same area down here, and it's almost going up to the same area up here. So I thought, I'm going to go ahead and trade this on a 5-minute chart and watch it. So when I was in this right here, I was actually looking over here and just seeing if it was staying in this area versus coming down. Now, I stopped right when I got to $6.82 and realized that that's what I need to start doing the rest of the week. I had thought about it on Friday that I need to start watching the 5 minute because it did the same thing on Friday on the 5 minute chart. It had a beautiful range to it. So instead of getting chopped up staring at these 1 minute candles on this particular stock, I'm going to try this the rest of the week and see if that doesn't help. So today, $161, not a lot, but staying in the green is good. And please let me know in the comments if you traded today, how it went, what you traded. That'd be nice to know. I was going to try to trade some early morning pre-market stuff, but I didn't really see anything that looked good. Let me know if you did. All right, tomorrow I'll see you, and hopefully I'll take a trade tomorrow if there's something good. All right, thanks, you guys.